Good evening, incoming sixth grade parents. I'm Dr. Zalita. I'm happy to have you here with us this evening as we give you a little bit of an insight into Rogers Park and welcome you and your child into our school. I will be speaking as slowly as I can. If you are watching this on YouTube, please do check the bottom left of your screen. There's a CC button. If you click on it, the wheel will tell you which settings to select, and you could select another language in which to read the closed caption translation to help you better understand. We also have all things in 3 languages on each slide. We had a couple questions from parents that we sent the link out earlier, and if you have any questions tonight, you can scan this QR code, ask us a question, and we will return an email to you with an answer. So you might be wondering, well, what's about Rogers Park? What are these numbers? Well, 1,050 are the number of students we currently have here at Rogers Park. 3 is the number of grades we have. It's also the number of clusters we have in each grade. 18 is the number of different languages spoken. 9 is the number of clusters across the whole school. 24 are the number of countries represented by our students. And 175 is the number of staff members here that are happy to support your child. We also are excited to have a school-based health center. So in addition to our nursing staff, we do have a school-based health center, and students that sign up in 6th grade, it carries through all the way until 12th grade. We have an on-site nurse practitioner. We have a counselor. It's completely free. They work with our nurses. Once you're enrolled, as I said, you are going straight through Danbury High School. They can do things like wellness checks. They can do things like immunizations. If your child has a sore throat and they have a pass down to the nurse and they're part of our school-based health center, they can go see the nurse practitioner. They can do a quick strep test, find out if they have strep throat, and write a prescription right then and there. You don't have to miss work. You don't have to worry about finding a doctor's appointment. It's really a great resource that we have, and we're pleased that we can share that with you. We also offer ELP. This is something that many of you are familiar with from elementary school, and we do carry it through middle school. So we have homework help with our certified staff. These are our RPMS teachers, as well as other ELP staff. We like to have intramural sports for the students. We have a step team. We've done cooking. We've done so many different activities, many of which are thought up by the students and are facilitated by our teachers. So we're very excited to be able to offer ELP at a very nominal price. And so please do reach out for more information. We use Ms. Ho-Yen is our person to do the registration. A little bit different than elementary is our starting time. Our school begins very early in the morning. So the doors open at 7:30. The buses will drop off between 7:25 and 7:30. Students will enter the building, grab a quick breakfast, and by the way, all of our breakfasts and lunches are free here at Rogers Park. And then we have the students go up to class. Our classes begin at 7:45, not 8, not 8:30, not 9, 7:45. It's very important that students come to school on time. We encourage you, if you are able to take the bus, because the bus will drop you off on time. Otherwise, please have your child dropped off or plan out your walking route so that they are here with plenty of time to get something to eat and get up to their classes. We do dismiss earlier since we start earlier. We dismiss at 2:25, and students will be dismissed from their last class. Busing versus walking is something that comes up often with our new 6th graders. Many of them have had a bus because they've lived a little closer. In middle school, you need to live further than 1.5 miles from Rogers Park in order to have busing. So if you were a student that lived a mile and 0.2, and now you're a mile 0.5, you will not have a bus. And we will be sending out information about buses in our August mailer. There's also the Versatran, if you haven't already downloaded that, that tells you exactly where your bus is along its route. And so that you know to get there. We always tell parents to show up at least 15 minutes earlier. I learned that the hard way with my own child the first day he was going into middle school and he missed the bus. So we were sure to get there at least 15 minutes earlier. So that's a good tip if you haven't figured that one out on your own yet either. Attendance, I talked about being on time. Attendance is super important. It's been important since your child started in kindergarten, and it continues to be important in middle school. We expect our students to come every day. They will have a tardy after 7:45. The late buses are excused. So if the bus, something happened and they got into traffic, that's a different story. But we do look at attendance and take it very seriously. And if you have a chronic absenteeism problem, we'll be working with our school counselors and our social worker and our school psychs to find out why and to try to help bring some supports to you and resources to your family so that your child can get here on time. Something that's different is also period attendance. So each class that your child attends will take attendance. So when in elementary, where you'd come in, I'm here for the day. In middle school and in high school, every time they change a class, our teachers take attendance. That way we make sure everybody stays where they're supposed to be and gets where they're supposed to be. So you may get a robocall at around 10:15 in the morning that says that your child missed their block 61. That means that you may have dropped them off to school, but they didn't get to their first period class. Could mean that they just went to the wrong class, or it could mean that they found their friends and they're hanging out at the park. So this is why we keep on top of our attendance, and we'll be reaching out to you if your child is not coming to school. For our daily schedule, it's a little bit different, and we're not going to get into the nitty-gritty of times because it's way too much to explain and it won't mean anything to you right now. And parents typically get confused by it, and that's only because you don't live it. The students, it looks really scary for the first day or two, but once they get into it, they're like, oh yeah, it's my 61, it's my 64. They know where they're going. Our teachers are amazing, and they are constantly reminding students of where they go. In our morning announcements, we talk about which which classes they're going to be going to. And PowerSchool is going to tell you which classes you have each day. So each day, our students will see 4 core classes. It's a little bit different than elementary. Students have 5 teachers that they interact with, 2 of which are in ELA, and that could be a core ELA class, or a lit workshop, or an intervention class, or an ESL student would have an ESL teacher. Then we have math, science, and social studies. So students, it's not just a once in a while you get to learn about science and social studies. You get that every day or every 4 times a week. Our students are super excited to have a wider breadth of content that they learn here, and our teachers are excited to give them many opportunities to learn about this science and social studies that they haven't had before. They also get 2 electives, which is really cool in middle school, because in elementary, you might only get 1 per day. Here, you get them every day. And in fact, you have 1 that's every other day, which is PE, which when we go down and speak to our 5th grade friends, they're always excited about getting PE every other day. And then on the opposite of that was the class that you all got to choose, which was a music class or a media class. And then your second set of specials or electives are a 6th grade wheel. And so you get to a little bit of every little class. You get an intro to Spanish, to French, you have developmental guidance, health, art, and music. So we're excited that students kind of get a better mix of different classes. And they also get lunch every day. We get lunch and recess. We do go out for recess each lunch period. Some questions that come up from students are, will I be mixed with 6th and 7th grade, or excuse me, 7th and 8th graders as a 6th graders? And I can tell you absolutely not. Our 6th graders all stick together, so do our 7th and 8th graders. Each class, each group of students is kind of housed near each other. 6th grade is all on the 2nd floor. Our 7th grade is all on the 3rd floor, and our 8th grade is actually separated 1 cluster on each floor. But kids are in their own classes with only their grade level peers. I mentioned before that we do have recess. It is every day at lunch. We alternate who gets to go out. We also have indoor recess, and a few years ago, our students did some great fundraising and have some indoor things like a giant Connect 4 and Jenga and things like that. We didn't have bells this year, but we do typically have bells that ring in the classroom for that specific grade level. So it helps students and teachers with timely transitions and to know where they're at in a day. So some of the things that students can look forward to doing when they come into middle school is collaborative learning. And so we're really excited when our students get to have fishbowl discussions and they have gallery walks and they get to do science, they get to have hands-on fun, and they get to work with their peers. One of our favorite ones is our Egypt PBL, which kids are working on right now in 6th grade. And students just really love being able to learn in different ways. And we're really proud of the work that we do at the middle school to have more collaborative learning. We also believe in authentic experiences for kids. And you can see the UTSI historical investigation. That's one they do in 6th grade as well. And we try to find ways to connect outside world with inside school to show students that really education is everywhere. We did have live chicks. We didn't have them this year, but we're hoping that our 7th grade science teachers bringing back our little pet chickens next year. Science is always something, as a former science teacher, I'm super excited to be able to offer to students all year round. So we do lots of hands-on science. Our science teachers can't wait to have kids in person to do experiments, to get kids' hands dirty. We like to go outside as well. We have an outdoor classroom. We have an organic garden that we love kids to get involved in and see that science is everywhere. And lots of things can be done through science, like reading and writing and math and social studies even. We have an awesome media center. And in fact, we are adding a new learning commons to our we have a 2-floor media center. And on the 2nd floor of it is going to be an awesome learning commons that's going to have robotics and Adobe Photoshop and all kinds of cool things that kids are going to be able to go with their teachers and experience. We have lots of ebooks. We have lots of Nutmeg Award book talks. We even do some STEM Jenga tournaments. We love kids to come into our media center and figure out what they want to learn, what they want to read about. We have them set up in genre-specific categories, and we love to get kids interested in reading and writing. We have many different levels of books, and we also have multilingual books. So we're really proud of it. We have the highest distribution of books in the middle schools, and we're really proud of that, and we love that our kids love to read. We have lots of school activities, and we were very proud of ourselves because we actually held most of these through the pandemic. So if anything that you have an interest in, we probably have an after-school club for. And if we don't have it, we can help you create it. We have things like the newspaper club and the garden club, concert choir, social justice club, the yearbook club, girls who code, jazz band, gifted and talented, save club, student council, robotics, math club, debate club, intramurals, National Junior Honor Society, and musical theater. And I'm probably forgetting some, but those are the ones I can remember today. So if there's something that you're interested in, there surely is something after school that you can get involved in. We also take pride in celebrating student success here at Rogers Park. Monthly, we have Students of the Month awards where teachers nominate students for their hard work, for getting helping each other out in class, for not only just getting good grades, but just being an all-around good student. In 6th grade, our social studies teachers do social studies stars, and across the school, we do Pride Awards. And this stands for proactive, respectful, imaginative, dedicated, and enthusiastic. We're the Rogers Park Lions, and so our Pride Awards go to our students that are epitomize what we expect our Rogers Park students to be. Might be wondering about devices. And for years we said, bring your own device. And at this point, we are a 1-to-1 district, but we do still encourage you to bring your own device. From 5th grade, you bring that one up and use it when you come up here. If you purchase your own, we still highly recommend our Chromebook. It's really not necessary to buy a very expensive MacBook or an expensive Dell because we only use Google or any other cloud-based platform. So it's not necessary to spend a lot of money on computers. A Chromebook will do. While we have been using it extensively this year, when we come back in person next year, we're going to continue to use computers for good, but we're also going to get back into face-to-face discussions and things like that. And so computer use in the classroom is going to be up to the teacher. So your child is not going to be expected to necessarily be on a meet all day. And so just so that they're ready to understand that you wouldn't necessarily have the computer out 24/7 like you do this year, it's going to be up to your teacher. We do have open Wi-Fi. If you're not using a Danbury Public School computer, we do Also, we're not responsible for any damages or stolen devices to personal items that you bring in. That includes phones. We do allow phones. However, we do not encourage students to use them during class unless the teacher asks, take out your phone and let's do a Kahoot, or you want to look up something. You're allowed to bring it in, yes. We will not take responsibility if, and this has happened every year, you drop it, you step on it, somebody took it because they thought it was theirs, you misplaced it. Most of the time, I mean, our SRO has about 7 phones at any given time that somebody has misplaced. So while you can have it, yes, it's up to your teacher to say whether or not you can use it in class. We do allow it in lunch, but you're not allowed to take pictures or videos. And that has to do with confidentiality of students and protecting their rights. PowerSchool is a very important topic that we will actually have a parent institute about in August, and we'll have information about that sent to you. It is where you're going to find everything you need. It carries over from elementary, so you may have been signed up for it, you may be a little bit more familiar than in past years, but you're going to be able to check their grades, check their attendance. We don't send out paper report cards, so those little yellow folders that you would get, we don't have them here. We are going to send you an email that says, hey, go into PowerSchool because grades have been posted and your report card is on there. If your child is a current Danbury student, they're all automatically enrolled in middle school as well. So you don't have to worry about registering them for Rogers Park. They've already been, they already have a next school assigned to them, which is how I knew to email you. And so PowerSchool, that's where everything lies. We have an awesome PTO. It is 2 women strong, but we would love to have more of you join all their efforts to bring our parents, teachers, and students together. You can email Ms. Moore. She is our parent president, and her email, you can do rpmspto@gmail.com. So I do please hope that you'll consider joining our PTO. We are trying to get ourselves out there everywhere, so you can stay connected with us through PowerSchool, as I mentioned, Google Classroom, which you should be pretty familiar with, but we're also have an amazing we have Facebook, an amazing website, and our website person is actually one of our 6th grade teachers, and he does an awesome job at connecting everything you need to know about Rogers Park is on our website. The YouTube channel that you're watching this on is mine, and we have our morning announcements. Anytime we do any kind of student award ceremony or anything that's around our students, it will be posted on my YouTube channel. We have a Twitter account and a Facebook account that we post things to. So whatever social media you're on, you can stay connected with us. In August, we will be sending out a welcome letter. It'll have your cluster assignment, locker information, which we're not sure whether or not we're going to still have, but it's something that's typically in there. We'll let you know whether or not you're going to have one. The bus information will be in there, important numbers for our main office, our attendance secretary, things like that, and some information about a meet and greet. We will do an informal meet and greet in August, and we'll give tours at that time. At this point, we're still not able to open our doors to everybody, but we can't wait for August to see you all in person and be able to bring you around our building. Our school counselors are not with us tonight, but something that's different about elementary is that your child will have a school counselor assigned to them. And so each of our clusters, we have 4, have a school counselor assigned to them, Mr. Farrell, Ms. Abbott, or Ms. Duff. And so they will be your connection with the school. They have lots of information. They know all the great resources to help you out. And they're really going to be your go-to person for your child and you in connecting with school. Our health and wellness staff, we're lucky to have 2 nurses here, Ms. Summerhays and Ms. Cologne. And they are going to be your go-to people for when you're not feeling well. You'll reach out and say, my son or daughter wasn't feeling well. They won't be in school. They'll get back to you with a call. I mentioned before our school-based health center, our nurse practitioner, Ms. Henyon, and our counselor, Ms. Dylan Van-Wadham. These are 2 dates that I'd like for you to put on your calendar. We're going to have a welcome back to school on August 20th. The time is not yet set, but we will give you ample notice. And we're going to do a parent institute. We're looking for a new date because we just realized that the date we had set up is now a teacher PD day. So we're going to switch that date and we'll put you in there. But late August, I'm going to say the 19th and the 23rd. We will have 2 sessions each day for parents to come in for a couple hours, one in the early afternoon, one in the evening, and we'll go through things like PowerSchool and Google Classroom. We'll give you tours, all kinds of stuff that's going to make your transition as a parent into middle school as smooth as possible as well. So welcome to Rogers Park. This is our giant staff. We're super excited to meet and work with your child. And I am going to get to the important part, which you all came here to not just listen to me talk, but you want to meet the awesome teachers that are going to support your child. So at this point, I'm going to stop this and I'm going to go through and have the assistant, the assistant principals introduce themselves, and then the teachers are going to come in and they're going to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Jessica Battaglia. I'm the 6th grade administrator at Rogers Park. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Dana Perez, and I'm the assistant principal for 7th and 8th grade at Rogers Park.
Hi, I'm Miss Mahood. I teach language arts and literacy workshop.
Hi, I'm Miss Lopez, and I teach language arts and literacy workshop as well.
Hi, can everyone hear me? I'm Miss Schussler. I teach 6th grade math.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Keller. I teach science.
Hi, I'm Mr. Navarro, and I teach social studies.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Pierceworth, and I'm the resource teacher for 6A.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Clark, and I teach language arts and literacy workshop.
Hello, I'm Ms. Krajewski. I teach math.
Hello, I am Mr. Evans, and I teach science.
Hi, I'm Mr. Beddish, and I teach social studies.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Jenko Brennan. I'm the resource teacher for 6B.
Hi, I'm Miss Rourke, and I teach English language arts and literacy workshop.
Hi, I'm Miss Salas, and I teach English language arts and literacy workshop.
Hi, I'm Kim Moran, and I teach math.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Danucci. I teach science.
Hi, I'm Miss Oliva. I teach the 6th grade BAS class.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Lopes, and I teach ESL to new arrivals.
Hi, I'm Miss Lee. I teach ESL 2 and ESL 3.
Hi, I'm Nancy Harold. I teach ESL.
Hi, I'm Mr. Allen, and I am the math intervention teacher, and I will be also working with 6th graders in some of their classes.
Hi, I'm Ms. Kerjack, and I'm the literacy interventionist.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Stevens, and I teach Spanish language.
Hello, I am Mr. Matias, and I teach Spanish.
Hola, soy el señor Cárdenas, and I teach Spanish for Spanish speakers.
Bonsoir, I'm Mr. Walter. I teach French.
Hi, I'm Mr. Fosher. I teach physical education.
Hi, I'm Mr. Curry. I also teach physical education.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Williams, and I also teach physical education.
Hi, I'm Miss Rowe, and I teach health and sometimes physical education.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Woolman. I teach art.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Simone, and I also teach art.
Hi, I'm Mr. Duff. I'm one of the media specialists, and I teach media.
Hi, my name is Mr. Gerber, and I teach media as well with Mr. Duff.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Letts, and I will be teaching modern music and music to 6th grade, and I also teach band.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Walco Robinson, and I teach orchestra and modern music.
Hello, my name is Ms. Wood, and I teach chorus and music.
Hello, I'm Mr. Walden. I teach chorus and music.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Anderson, and I'll be teaching sixth grade band next year.
Is that everybody?
Hi, I'm Ms. Chelso. I'm the school social worker.
Hi, I'm Mr. Garofalo, the school psychologist.
One more, Ms. Saraceni. Ms. Saraceni is our school psychologist. She must be having technical difficulties right now. Anybody else that got missed? Fantastic. So I'm going to go back to some questions. Some parents did send in a couple questions ahead of time. And so we did answer them.
I'm sorry, Miss. I just got my voice back. I'm so sorry. I'm Mrs. Saraceni, the school psychologist. Sorry for my technical difficulties.
No worries. So a question that came up from a parent was, how does the school proactively prevent bullying? And so we believe in a kind of holistic approach to just being a good human. And so we offer students across all three grades ways in which to show kindness and interact, and also deal with feelings that they might be having and work out troubles that they might be having with friends. Middle school is a very difficult time. In adolescence, I mean, none of us would go back to middle school. But we do have a lot of support staff, and our teachers are also ready and willing to speak with students and deal with them. But on a bigger systems approach, we do offer developmental guidance to all sixth graders, and that goes through ways in which to be a student and how to get along with others and do some conflict resolution. We also have health, and health across all three grades deals with how to have a healthy relationship, and that is in treating yourself well and treating others well. We also have a SAVE Club, which is Students Against Violence Everywhere, and that's a student-led group which is connected with Sandy Hook Promise. So we do a Say Something and a Starts With Hello Week. Kids are very familiar with them as they've done them through elementary school. I mentioned before our Pride Awards, and that's a way that we promote good character and being a good person. And we also reinforce positive behavior through our expectation matrix, and it's something that we will spend time with describing to students and showing them and modeling for them how to be a good human. So we look forward to working with your children and helping them through this very tumultuous time. Another question that came up was, do I need to go to the school for a tour? And as I mentioned before, we will have a meet and greet in August, and we will be doing tours. I want to say for sure then, I can't imagine why we wouldn't. And so I can't wait to see you all in August to do our tours. And I think that is all of our questions. We thank you very much for being with us tonight. We look forward to meeting and working with your children over the next 3 years. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening.
Dr. Zalita, there's a couple of other questions on the sheet.
Perfect. Go for it, Ms. Perez.
The first question is, what are the classroom restrictions due to COVID?
So as we know them to be right now, we have a restriction of everyone wears a mask and a 3 foot minimum separation. And that's what we're planning for the fall. Of course, as everyone knows, things are changing. And so if it changes before then we will adjust what we're doing. But right now we're planning for 3 foot minimum spacing and a mask.
Dr. Zalita, the next question is, where do students meet on the first day?
Good question. So when students are dropped off by the bus or by the parents, and we'll go over this also in August and have information shown, pictures shown, so so you know where to drop off. They're going to enter the school building, and then there's going to be staff members everywhere, and we're going to lead them up to the second floor or the first floor if their classroom is on that floor, and they're going to meet with their first block teacher. And that will be explained in the mailer that we send home.
You kind of answered this already, Dr. Zelita, but a student wants to know, in sixth grade, are there any sports? And if there's any language to learn like Spanish?
Awesome. So 2 good questions. We don't have sports per se in like that we compete against other middle schools, but we do intramurals. Our PE teachers do an awesome job at giving students opportunities to stay after and play things like dodgeball and volleyball and things like that. And so we do encourage intramurals. We also have our ELP program that has intramurals built into that. And like I said before, a step crew, and we do things like that. So while we don't have sports where you're competing against each other, we do against other schools, we do intramurals. And what was the other one? Sports and languages. Yes, you're absolutely going to get the opportunity to learn another language. As a 6th grade wheel, you will have an introduction to Spanish, an introduction to French. And if you are a native Spanish speaker, you'll have an introduction to Spanish heritage, which is our course that we teach for students who are already speakers of Spanish.
And the last question, Dr. Zelita, is when does school start?
That's a great question. I believe it is
August 30th.
August 30th. I remember the day we have to be back, August 30th. So we will be starting prior to Labor Day. And I believe we start with a full day. And that the new 2021-22 calendar is on the Danbury Public School website. And so that was just recently updated at a Board of Ed meeting. It was agreed upon. And so all of the dates are up there. But we will see you in August. And remember our community, coming together as a Rogers Park community. We'll have our parent institutes on August 19th and 23rd, and our whole school celebration on the 20th. And more information will be coming out to you over the summer. Any other questions?
That's it.
Thank you so much. We hope you have a great evening.